Here's a question for the dads. Do you ever find that figuring out who does what around the house turns into a bigger deal than you think it should be? Listen, over the next 3 minutes, I'm going to walk you through a way to handle these conversations that's going to help you avoid the blame game and keep things running smoothly at home. And if you'd like to have a method that spots the hidden triggers behind these frustrations and prevents the arguments that maybe we start from starting in the first place, I made a calming trigger exercise for dads just like you and me. And if you drop a line below, I'm going to send it your way immediately. But first of all, my name is Mark D, and I'm the founder of MF.Dads, which means Mentally Fit Dads. We're a cheeky little company, and we help dads who feel overwhelmed by stress or self-doubt to finally find the relief they need so they can show up confident and present for their families. Every single video I make, you're going to get one practical tip you can use today so that you are a better dad. Okay, look, you and I know that household chores aren't always fun, but they get even harder when you and your partner can't agree on how things should be done. Maybe one of you feels like you're carrying most of the load, or you have different standards about what clean looks like. I mean, you can feel like you're always clashing over who should do what. A lot of us try to argue our point and explain why we've already done enough, or we just give in to avoid yet another fight. But brother, I know, because I've been there, that deep down you're still frustrated and the issue does not go away. The problem is these arguments are often less about the chores themselves and about the internal dialogue that you're having in here. You're having with yourself, and you're not aware of how those inner thoughts affect your reactions. You'll keep having the same argument over and over again until you become aware of them. So look, instead of trying to win the argument, what I want you to do is focus on recognizing your own internal dialogue. What are you telling yourself? Can you understand why certain situations trigger certain responses? This can help you. It can help you change your approach. And changing your approach will often help it be easier for your partner to come to an agreement with you. Now that sounds good. This approach works because it helps you get to the root of why these arguments keep happening again and again and again and again, and you get it. When you can see the internal thoughts that are driving your reactions, you're going to respond in a way that builds understanding instead of creating conflict at home. So if this sounds like something that you would like to explore, again, I want you to drop a line below. I want you to send me a word trigger, and I'm going to send over to you silent trigger identifier, which I made for you, a free tool to help you recognize the hidden triggers in your internal dialogue. And this will help you stop bigger conflicts. The silent trigger identifier will guide you in spotting the subtle, unnoticed thoughts that often lead to arguments. In less than 24 hours, you're going to be able to identify those triggers that escalate these arguments. It's going to give you a clear pathway to change how you approach these situations. I know that sounds good to me.